Hey everyone, it's the holidays.
It is.
And you know what that means.
What's that?
More visitors.
Oh, yeah.
More deliveries. More hustle and bustle than usual.
For sure.
That's why we're diving into something that might just save your sanity this year.
Okay, I like it.
Visitor management systems.
VMS?
We've got two great sources from Teamgo to help us out.
Okay, great.
The first one is called Taming the Holiday Season with a Visitor Management System.
Practical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all about how businesses can really use these systems to handle that holiday rush.
Makes sense.
And the second article, this one's a little more fun.
Oh,
it's
right.
called The Magic of VMS, How Santa Manages the Holiday Chaos.
All right, so we're going to the North Pole. I see.
That's right.
Nice.
We're going to see how even Santa Claus relies on a VMS
He's got it.
to keep his workshop running smoothly.
Yeah, you can't be delivering presents all over the world without some good organization behind you.
Nope, not at all.
Not at all.
So get ready to learn how a visitor management system
All right.
could be your secret weapon for a stress-free holiday season.
I like it.
Whether you're running a business or managing a workshop full of elves.
Full of elves. I love it. So, you know what I think is interesting about this?
Yeah.
Is that we think about VMS and we often think about big corporations or these high security places. But really, these systems are so useful for anyone who's dealing with just tons of people during the holidays.
That holiday rush.
Especially.
Yeah.
And it's really all about making things smoother, safer, and just more enjoyable.
For everybody.
For everyone involved.
Totally.
Yeah.
And you know, the first thing that both of these articles jump into
Okay.
is the importance of streamlined check-ins.
Check-ins, yeah?
Yeah, no more long lines.
Nope.
No more fumbling with sign-in sheets.
That's the worst.
Right.
Yeah. Nobody likes those.
Especially during the holidays.
Nobody has time for that.
No, you want to get people in and out.
Right.
Quickly and efficiently.
The first impression is so important.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, the business-focused article even mentioned a study.
Oh, wow.
Where retail stores that started using a VMS with QR codes.
QR codes, okay.
Saw something like a 75% reduction in their check-in times.
75%?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And you know what?
That's good.
Speaking of QR codes, the Santa article had this really fun little section about the elves using their North Pole ID cards to check in at these kiosks.
Oh, I love that.
Right.
So efficient.
Imagine all your holiday guests could just scan a code on their phone.
Right.
And be on their merry way.
And on their merry way, exactly.
Yeah.
It's really, you know, it's a great example of how technology can actually enhance the holiday spirit rather than
that's a good point.
Making it feel more impersonal.
Right.
It's actually making it more efficient.
Yes. And just enjoyable for everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got check-ins covered.
That's one.
But the holidays also mean we need to be extra careful about security.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
And both articles emphasize how a VMS can really help with that.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's not about, you know, turning your business into Fort Knox or anything, but it's just about having that system in place to capture those visitor details, names, photos, reason for visit.
Okay.
All of that just adds that extra layer of security.
Right.
Without
sacrificing that holiday spirit.
Exactly. Without sacrificing that holiday spirit.
Right.
We want to keep that going.
Yeah.
For sure.
And you know what?
What's that?
The Team Drogo article even suggests using digital guest badges.
Oh, okay.
With scannable credentials for holiday events.
Like special access.
Yeah. You can control access to different areas. Just like at the North Pole. Oh, just like at the North Pole.
Apparently.
Okay.
But, you know, instead of magical candy cane wands.
We can't all have magic.
That's right.
We can't all have magic.
But businesses can use things like biometric authentication.
Right.
So
like a fingerprint or facial recognition.
Exactly. And the article mentioned that these features are actually becoming much more accessible.
Oh, that's good.
Even for smaller companies.
That's a game changer.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it used to be something that was really only available to huge companies. But now this idea of enhanced security is really within reach for almost any business.
I love that.
It's great.
So we've tackled check-ins. I've tackled security. But let's be honest.
What's that?
The holidays also bring a mountain of deliveries.
That's true.
I can already picture it now.
What is it?
The reception area just overflowing with boxes and packages. Not exactly festive.
Not exactly.
Yeah.
It can get a little
overwhelming.
A little overwhelming.
Yeah. But the Teamgo article pointed out.
What's that?
That a VMS can really be a lifesaver here.
A lifesaver.
It's all about tracking those deliveries, sending automatic notifications, basically keeping everything organized.
So important.
Right. Yeah. Just like Santa's workshop, where every single delivery of toy parts, reindeer treats.
That's important.
Everything.
Got to keep those reindeer happy.
Is meticulously tracked.
Yeah.
We may not have elves, but a VMS can be that extra set of hands.
I like it.
We all need during the holiday rush.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, it's not just about those physical deliveries either.
Okay.
The Santa article, it had this really clever part about how the North Pole VMS also keeps track of elf breaks. Making sure they get enough cocoa and cookies.
Oh, that's important.
Yeah. Got to keep those elves happy.
That's right.
And it just got me thinking.
Yeah.
How businesses can really use a VMS to manage those holiday events.
Oh, yeah.
That everyone loves.
Those holiday events can be a logistical nightmare.
Oh. Tell me about it.
Just trying to wrangle RSVPs, print badges, create seating charts.
I know
makes you wish you had a team of elves sometimes.
Seriously, it's like, where are those elves when you need them?
Right.
But the good news is,
a
VMS can really be your secret weapon. When it comes to event management.
All right, I like it.
It can handle everything.
Everything.
From pre-registration, RSVP tracking, to generating all those detailed reports.
Oh, that's so helpful.
That we always need.
Yeah.
The article even mentioned how Santa uses the system to manage tours of his workshop.
What?
Complete with festive visitor badges.
Oh, come on.
And even maps.
That's incredible.
It's amazing.
So it's like having a digital elf.
A digital elf. I love
handling all those little details so you can actually enjoy the event.
Exactly. So you can focus on having fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Good
and speaking of keeping things running smoothly, we can't forget about holiday staffing.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of businesses have to bring in those temporary workers during this busy time.
For sure.
And that can create a whole other set of challenges.
Absolutely.
You got to get them trained, make sure they have access to the right areas, and of course stay compliant with all the regulations.
Right.
It's a lot to juggle.
It is.
On top of everything else.
It is.
But you know what?
What's that?
The Teamgo article highlighted how a VMS can be a real game changer. When it comes to managing those temporary staff. You can use the system to assign specific roles. Grant access to certain areas. And even keep track of their activity.
That's important.
While also making sure your permanent staff remains secure.
It's like having a digital elf supervisor.
I love that analogy, a digital elf supervisor.
Keeping an eye on things.
Keeping an eye on things, exactly.
And it's not just about security either.
No.
It's also about making sure that everyone feels welcome and supported.
Absolutely.
Even those temporary workers.
Especially the temporary workers.
Right. Just like those elves getting their cookie breaks.
And snowball fights.
Exactly. Right. So
that actually ties into another key point. That both articles really emphasized.
What's that?
And that is the power of data-driven insights.
Oh,
data is king these days.
It is.
And a VMS is like a treasure trove of information.
Oh, yeah.
You can see peak times, popular entry points.
Areas
where things might be getting a little bottlenecked.
Right.
It's all there.
Wow.
It's all right there in the data.
And it's about using that data to take informed decisions.
Right.
Not just for the holidays, but for the entire year.
For the entire year, exactly.
The article even mentioned how Santa used the data to realize that they needed extra kiosks at the peppermint lollipop factory to handle the increased demand.
Who knew Santa was such a data geek?
I know, right?
Well, even Santa has to optimize his operations.
Oh, that's true.
And that's what's so great about a VMS. It gives businesses the tools to really analyze those trends, identify areas for improvement, and just make those data-driven decisions.
And ultimately, a better bottom line.
The better bottom line, which means
more holiday bonuses.
Exactly, more holiday bonuses.
Well, before we get carried away with visions of sugar plums,
Visions of sugar plums. I love it.
There's one more thing.
What's that?
We have to talk about personalization.
Oh, personalization, yes.
Okay.
We touched on how businesses can use a VMS to add those festive touches, holiday greetings, seasonal animations, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But the Teamgo article took it a step further, talking about how personalization can really enhance the whole visitor experience.
Okay.
It's about going beyond those generic greetings and really using the data that a VMS collects to create a more tailored experience for each visitor.
Like Santa somehow knowing.
Right, exactly.
Which kid prefers toy trains over teddy bears?
That's magic.
That is magic.
We can't all have that.
No, we can't.
But a VMS can help businesses achieve a similar level of personalization. Even without the help of elves.
I like that.
Imagine a returning client walking in and being greeted by name.
Wow.
Or being offered a service based on their past preferences.
It's smart.
It's all about using the data to make those visitors feel valued and appreciated.
Right.
And that can make a huge difference.
Sure.
Especially during the holidays.
Absolutely.
When everyone's just feeling a little stressed, overwhelmed. You know, it's just about creating those positive interactions that make people feel seen, remembered. And that's something that resonates far beyond the holiday season.
Absolutely. It really does feel like we've only scratched the surface here.
I think so.
Of what VMS can do.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
But I think we've established
I think so.
It's more than just a high-tech way to sign people in.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right.
It's so much more than that.
It can really transform the way you manage things.
Absolutely.
Especially during those busy times.
Yeah.
You know, one thing that really stood out to me?
What's that?
Was that article about Santa.
Oh, yeah, the Santa one.
Using a VMS at the North Pole.
Yeah, it was a fun way to illustrate it.
Oh, no, right?
But it really made me think.
Me too.
If Santa can use this to manage all that holiday chaos, then really any business can.
Any business.
Any business.
And it really speaks to the flexibility of this technology.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter if you're a big corporation or a local shop.
Yeah, you can really tailor it to your needs.
You can tailor it to exactly what you need. And let's not forget about the data aspect.
Oh, yeah, the data.
We talked about how Santa was using the data to figure out those bottlenecks.
Those peppermint lollipop factories.
Right.
They needed more kiosks.
Exactly.
So it was insightful.
That's something any business can learn from.
For sure.
So if you're listening to this and feeling overwhelmed by the holiday rush.
A little bit stressed.
A little bit stressed.
Yeah.
Remember, a VMS might be the key.
It might be.
To a smoother, less stressful season.
Less stressful, definitely.
It's all about working smarter, not harder.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Let the system do the work for you.
Let it do the heavy lifting.
And that frees you up.
Right.
To focus on what really matters.
The good stuff.
Connecting with people. Celebrating the season.
Yes.
Enjoying the holidays.
That's what it's all about. So on that note.
All right.
We want to leave you with this final thought.
Okay, I like it.
Imagine a holiday season. Where you're not drowning in paperwork.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Right.
Yeah.
You're not struggling to manage those crowds.
No more long lines.
No more long lines.
No more security concerns.
You're not worried about security.
Just peace of mind.
You can actually relax and enjoy the festivities.
I love it.
Knowing that your business is running smoothly. Thanks to the magic of a VMS.
That's the magic of a VMS.
It's not about replacing that human touch.
No.
It's about enhancing it.
It's about making those connections even better.
Right. Yeah. It helps you create a more welcoming environment, a more secure environment, and a more efficient environment.
Absolutely.
Which allows you to focus on those genuine connections.
The things that really matter.
That make the holidays so special.
That's it.
Well, I think that's a perfect way.
That's a good one.
To wrap things up.
I think so.
We hope this deep dive has given you some food for thought.
Yeah, some ideas for the new year.
As you navigate the rest of the holiday season,
for sure,
may your days be merry and bright.
Absolutely.
And may your visitor management be seamless.
Seamless.
And secure.
Secure.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays.